they can still toy with you. Toxic family members and friends will try the same thing as well.
New day, new drama in South Africa. According to new reports, Kelly Khumalo finally responds to her sister's betrayal. Let's dive straight into the video. Kelly Khumalo, the icon of South Africa, known for its strong singing and professional life, has long been the subject of the media's interest for a long time, due primarily to the tragic events surrounding the death of her boyfriend at the time, which is the football star Senzo Meyiwa, in 2014. It was not limited to pain and sadness to Kelly, but also for her family, especially her sister, Zandie Khumalo. Over the years, their relationship has been tested through general audit, personal grievances, and conflicting opinions on how to deal with the tragedy. Recently, the tension between the two sisters has reached a boiling point, where Kelly Khumalo has publicly responded to what she sees betrayal by her body and blood. The death of Senzo Meyiwa in 2014 was a pivotal moment that shook South Africa to its essence. The story surrounding the accident, which occurred at the house of Kelly Khumalo in Vosloorus, was shrouded in mystery and confusion from the beginning. Meyiwa was shot and killed as described as a failed robbery. At that time, Kelly, with her family and friends, was at home, and she began different novels from the event to appear in the media. Kelly, who was in a relationship with Meyiwa, found herself at the heart of a scandal that included intense general audit. The media speculated that it was involved, while others wondered whether the relationship itself was noisy. The family is involved in a deeper network of controversy and emotional pressure. The Khumalo family, especially the relatives of Kelly close, conveyed the sadness of the loss of a member of his family while dealing with accusations, rumors, and increasing pressure from the public. In the following years, it became clear that this was not just a tragedy, but also an experience to carry the emotional and psychological family. Zandie Khumalo, Kelly's younger sister, was one of the most vocal defenders of her family, especially Kelly. While Kelly faced great attention, Zandie appeared as an explicit figure defending her sister against a barrage of media criticism. Over the years, she had stood steadily with Kelly, and she has repeatedly insisted that the family did not participate in the death of Meyiwa and expressed frustration with the way the media drew as a wicket. In January 2025, Zandie topped the headlines again when she expressed her deep dissatisfaction with a documentary film that reconsidering the tragic events surrounding the death of Meyiwa. Zandie was the documentary, which was aimed at throwing a new light on the investigation, no more than an exciting attempt to exploit family pain. Her frustration was clear when she publicly accused the prophet of their suffering. Zandie's comments have been a clear indication of the depth of the media's continuous interest in her family. It seems as if they were taking advantage of our pain for opinions. She regretted her regret, which made it clear that her loyalty to her sister was fixed, but the public's treatment of their family was increasingly difficult to bear. This general defense of Kelly was not the first Zandie. During the trial of the 5 men accused of killing Meyiwa in 2023, Zandie's testimony revealed more intimate details of her family's private conversations. In court, text messages were presented between Kelly and Zandie as a guide. These exchanges showed Kelly's emotional struggle, including her regret over the relationship with Meyiwa, which she described as a dark cloud in her life. Zandie's testimony helped to draw a photo of Kelly as a victim of the circumstances, a person who was interrupted in a tragic event that you did not deserve. After years of media scrutiny and emotional battles with her sister, Kelly Khumalo finally broke her silence. In a recent interview and in her television series, Life with Kelly, Kelly Directly, she took treason charges and what she described as the ongoing emotional losses that her family endured since Meyiwa's death. Kelly has always been relatively low when it comes to her personal life, especially with regard to her family's special issues. However, it seemed that her sister's growing general pressure and her sister's voiced defense pushed Kelly to speak. Kelly's response to Zandie and the public defense was an author, but he was tainted with a sense of frustration. "I focus on my dreams. I focus on being a great mother and being a businesswoman," she said, stressing that she has long moved from the general circus surrounding her relationship with Meyiwa. While Kelly maintained the calm external appearance, it was clear that long tension with her sister was weighing her. Over the years, she chose not to engage directly with the media, but her silence was often misrepresented as guilt or indifference. What was particularly said in Kelly's comments is her deep recognition of the family. She described the emotional influence of Zandie's decision to publicly talk about their own messages, describing it as a betrayal of confidence. While Zandie was aimed at defending Kelly only, the intimate details of their communication that are broadcast in public places have become a point of disagreement. For Kelly, it was not a matter of depriving the loyalty of her sister, but about the invasion of their personal lives and the emotional distress it caused. I understand her loyalty, but this is a painful thing when people who are closest to you make your pain openly, Kelly explained in her program, Life with Kelly. It became clear that Kelly was struggling not only with the weight of the Meyiwa case, but also with the outcome that she took on her relationship with her sister. The relationship of Khumalo's sisters has always been complex. On the one hand, they share a deep bond, forming through joint history and mutual support. Zandie's general defense talks about Kelly about her fixed loyalty, but Kelly's reservations to participate in public family issues tells a different story. The various methods of sisters to deal with the tragedy of Meyiwa created a gap between them. Zandie's openness and its willingness to share family pain with the world often collides with Kelly's desire for privacy and recovery away from the eyes of the intrusive media. While Kelly repeatedly emphasized the importance of focusing on her career and family, it is clear that she is still struggling with emotional repercussions from the years of general scrutiny and the complex relationship with her sister. At some point, I need to protect myself. I have to live for me, Kelly commented, stressing that pressure is that the constant interest of the media has brought it. On the other hand, Zandie feels a feeling of protecting her sister's legacy and to ensure that the general narration is around Kelly's life and the death of Meyiwa, not distorted. The general defense provided by Zandie, in many ways, was its way to deal with its own pain, and its frustration is clear when it talks about the uncompromising media courses that constantly raise painful memories. On the other hand, Zandie feels a feeling of protecting her sister's legacy and to ensure that the general narration is around Kelly's life and the death of Meyiwa, not distorted. The general defense provided by Zandie, in many ways, was its way to deal with its own pain, and its frustration is clear when it talks about the uncompromising media courses that constantly raise painful memories. The epic of Khumalo's sisters is a painful reminder of the restrictions that general tragedies take on families. While the issue of Meyiwa is still without a solution, the ongoing legal battles and media frenzy continue to exacerbate the emotional wounds of Kelly, Zandie, and the rest of the Khumalo family. Although Kelly's public composure, the sadness of Meyiwa loss, and tensions with her sister are still central in her experience. As legal procedures continue in the Meyiwa case, it is not clear whether the sisters will be completely compatible. However, what is certain is that the pressure between them highlights the difficulties faced by many families when moving in personal loss in the eyes of the audience.